Okay, ready na? Okay, so let's go to exercise number 3. We have there your, sorry, wala siyang, this is Prestige Incorporated. Please take note lang yung gagamitin po natin dito na account titles, yung chart of accounts. Okay, yung nasa handouts ninyo. Yun po yung chart of accounts sa problem na ito. Okay, let's go to December 1. Run through lang natin ha, but I'll give it to you na i-review siya later on kasi if isa-isahin ko pa naman din talaga ang steps, but please review it afterwards kasi we will kukulangin tayo sa oras if ever. Okay, let's start with December 1. December 1, we have here Prestige ito ha, yung gamitin nyo na chart of, na account titles yung nasa chart of accounts. Okay, December 1, you invested 150,000 in cash to start the business. So, kunyari, ikaw may-ari, Prestige, okay? Nag-invest ka. Again, please take note, wala ditong ano ha, hindi na ako naglagay dito ng explanation na initial investment yan, wala na. Kasi para mas mabilis. But if you make your own journal entries, pwede kayo maglagay. Okay? So debit cash, what did you receive in this transaction? Anong na-receive ni Prestige Incorporated? Cash. Kasi my investment, sino nag-invest? Si Prestige Capital. Okay, lagay natin yan. Ang owner, for example lang. So 150,000, 150,000. So ay kulang ng 0 dito. Okay. Next one. Next is, anong sabi dito? You rented office space and paid 60,000 1-year rent in advance. Ito naman, same lang nito kanina. Nagrenta ka, nagbayad ka ng renta for 1 year, 60,000. That is paid in advance. So, prepaid rent, 60,000. What did you receive in this transaction? What did you acquire? Rent. Advance rent. How much? 60. Nagbayad ka ba ng cash? Yes. So, anong credit mo nang nawala sa'yo? Cash, 60,000 pesos. The cost or the value ported with is 60,000 cash. Okay? December 2, you issued a promissory note. Okay? For a 210 loan from Metrobank. Now, analyze. Di ba sabi natin kanina, yung sa liabilities, yung account titles doon. So, kung mangungutang ka, minsan nag-i-issue ka ng promissory note. So, kaya siya tinawag na notes payable, okay? Now, kung walang notes payable sa account titles mo, pwede ba accounts payable? Yes, pwede. Pwede naman accounts payable eh. Hindi naman siya like mandatory na gamitin mo talaga notes payable just because you issued a promissory note. Kung walang notes payable sa account titles, use the accounts payable. But in this case, meron naman tayong notes payable eh. Kasi di ba, again, please refer to the chart of accounts, yung nasa handouts ninyo. Yung nasa handouts ha, hindi yung sa exercise na handouts. Yung nasa handouts, meron doong chart of accounts. Yung chart of accounts doon, ito po yung gagamitin natin sa exercise number 3. Okay? Now, analyze natin if nangutang ka, if you acquired loan. If nag-acquire ka ng loan, anong na-receive mo? What did you receive? Anong dapat i-debit? Cash. Kasi nga, you receive cash eh. Now, kung nangutang ka, anong na-incur mo? Credit. Ano na yung credit? Ibig sabihin loan. So, credit, notes, payable, 210,000. Okay? Number 4, December 4, sorry. Now, December 4, what happened? Sabi dito, you acquired service vehicle for 420,000 cash. Now, magkano ang sasakyan? Anong in-acquire mo? You acquired what? You acquired service vehicle. So, that is debit. Ano i-credit natin? Cash. Kasi nagpalabas ka ng pera. So, credit, cash. Okay? Follow? Yan. Next, December 5. Sabi dito, please take note of this ha. Sabi dito, you acquired office equipment from Fair and Square Depot for 60,000 pesos. You paid 15,000 in cash and the balance next month. Okay. Ang transaction, nag-acquire ka ng office equipment. Nagbayad ka ng cash 15,000. Pero sabi mo, yung balance doon, yung balance sa office equipment, next month mo na babayaran. So how do you record that one? Anong na-acquire mo? Yun muna, debit. Anong na-acquire mo? Anong kinuha mo? Anong na-receive mo from this transaction? Office equipment. How much? 60,000 pesos. Ito. Second, nagbayad ka ba ng pera? Anong credit mo? What was the value ported with or value na pinalabas mo? Cash. Nagbayad ka ng cash. How much ang binayad mo na cash? 15,000 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, may balance pa. May 45,000 pa. Ano yung 45,000 pesos na yan? Sabi mo dito, and the balance to be paid next month. Ano yon? Payable. Utang mo. Meron kang accounts payable. How much is your accounts payable? You have to credit it 45,000 pesos. So, di ba sabi natin, for every debit, there must be an opposite and exact, an exact credit. So, 60,000 ang yung debit, dapat 60,000 din ang total ng iyong credit. Kaya, 15 plus 45 is 60,000 pesos. So, that is December 5, okay? Next one is your December 6. Prepaid supplies. You purchased supplies on account 18,000. Bumili ka daw ng supplies, utang on account. Ibig sabihin, anong in-acquire mo? Prepaid supplies, 18,000. And then credit, accounts payable kasi inutang mo, 18,000 pesos. December 8. Ano sabi dito December 8? Paid supplies, 10,000 on the amount owed. Kasi 'di ba, December 8 nangutang ka ng December 6, 'di ba, nangutang ka ng supplies. Pagka December 8 binayaran mo na yung 10,000 noon. So, accounts payable. Anong effect noon? Nung payment ng accounts payable? Syempre, magdi-decrease ang utang mo. Dapat i-decrease mo din ang accounts payable mo. So, magkano bang accounts payable mo? 18,000. Credit. Now, kung babayaran mo siya, anong gagawin mo? Baliktarin mo. Credit, di ba ito? So, mag-debit ka. Magkano binayad mo sa accounts payable mo? 10,000. Yan. So, debit 10,000, accounts payable, and credit what? Syempre, cash. Kasi, nagpalabas ka ng pera, so that's credit. So, 10,000 pesos. December 10. You rendered consulting services for cash, 360,000 pesos. Ano ibig sabihin nito? You rendered services. Nagbigay ka ng services mo and then binayaran ka ng cash. How much was the cash received? 360. Okay? How much was the anong i-credit natin? Anong binigay mo? Anong binigay mo? Consulting services. So, credit to consulting revenue, how much? 360,000 pesos. Now, December 18, please take note of this. Nakikita nyo itong unearned tutorial revenue. Please take note doon sa chart of accounts. Ang unearned tutorial revenue, hindi siya nakalagay sa revenue accounts. Saan siya nakalagay? Sa liability account. Bakit siya naging liability account? Kasi unearned tutorial revenue, di ba may revenue naman siya na pangalan, bakit hindi siya revenue? This is actually a liability account. Why? Okay, let's analyze muna the transaction. The transaction was you received you received 20,000 pesos advance fees for tutorial services. Okay? The transaction was, kunyari, nagbibigay ako ng consulting services. Binayaran ako ng client X ko. Si client X, binayaran ako ng 20,000 pesos para sa services ko. So, hindi pa ako nakapagbibigay ng services pero bayad na ako. Now, bakit siya utang? Bakit utang itong unearned tutorial revenue? Why? Because may utang ako kay customer X. Anong utang ko kay customer X? Hindi naman pera, but what? Services. May utang ako na services sa kanya, kaya siya unearned revenue. Kaya siya unearned, hindi pa siya, kumbaga, this concept is that, ang concept nito is, oo, bayad ka na, pero hindi mo pa nabibigay yung services mo. So, hindi mo pa siya na-earn, okay? So, that is actually a liability account, okay? For example, so ano natanggap mo dito na transaction? Siyempre, cash, kasi nakatanggap ka naman ng advance fees 20,000. Anong credit mo? Credit mo siya sa unearned tutorial revenue. Unearned tutorial revenue is actually a liability account, not because may utang ka na pera, but because may utang ka na services. Okay? Kung kunyari, for example, makikita nyo naman to siya ulit mamaya sa adjustment. Kasi, kunyari, nakapag-render ka na ng services. So, ang unearned mo, maging earned na siya. So, dun ka na magre-record ng revenue. Okay? Accrual basis tayo dito. Revenue is accrual kasi to, hindi to cash basis. Hindi to cash basis. Yung cash na record natin, pero yung revenue hindi mo pa na-record kasi magre-record ka lang ng revenue once you already transfer the services or the goods to your buyer or to your customer. Yun yung concept kanina pinag-usapan natin. So, that is an earned tutorial revenue of 20,000 pesos. So, makikita nyo pa ito mamaya sa adjustment. I'll explain it further later on sa adjustment. So, again, just take note at unearned tutorial revenue is a liability account. But for example, ang policy ninyo, ang accounting policies ninyo is that pag may na-receive ka na pera, kahit wala ka pang services na nabigay, i-record mo na siya as tutorial revenue. Is it okay? Yes, it's okay because accounting policy niyo yun. Iba, kung ano yung accounting policy niyo, you stick with that. Okay lang yan. Walang problema yan. Kasi sabi nga natin, di ba kanina, we have cash basis and we have accrual basis. Yung cash basis, you record income once the cash once cash is received. Okay? So dito, for example, like dito, na-receive niyo yung cash, tapos wala pa kayo na-render na services, pero ang policy nyo, once na makatanggap kayo ng cash, i-record nyo na siya as tutorial revenue. It's okay. But under accrual basis, magre-record ka lang ng revenue, hindi pag nakatanggap ka ng cash, but pag nabigay mo na talaga ang services. So in this case, accrual basis yon. So dito, nag-record ka ng cash kasi nakatanggap ka naman ng cash, but hindi ka nag-record ng revenue account. Anong na-record mo? Unearned tutorial revenue, which is a liability account. So, kung cash basis ka, pwede mo siya i-record as tutorial revenue diretso. Pero dito hindi, kasi accrual basis tayo. Magre-record lang tayo ng revenue account once nabigay mo na talaga ang services. Okay? Babalikan natin yan mamaya sa adjustments. Okay? Next muna tayo, December 19. Tapusin ko lang tong journal entries, then we'll have a mga 5-minute break lang. Okay, next one is December 19, tutorial services rendered on account. Ito naman kabaliktaran. Kung yun, nabigyan ka na ng advance fees, ito naman, inutang yung services mo. Sabi dito, tutorial services rendered on account 52,000. You already give your services. You already rendered your services. However, you haven't been paid yet. So anong meron ka? Anong debit mo? ano ang natanggap mo? Actually, wala ka pa natanggap, not yet. Meron pa lang tatanggapin, receivable. So, debit, accounts receivable, 52,000. Anong credit mo? Tutorial revenue. Ito yung sabi ko sa inyo, your record revenue under accrual basis, your record revenue once the services is already rendered. Hindi, yun yung accrual basis natin. So, dito, tingnan nyo, accounts receivable ang ating debit, then nag-credit tayo ng tutorial revenue because we already rendered the services. Okay? Another one, you withdraw 14,000 pesos. Again, kung withdrawal, debit, so prestige withdrawal, debit 14,000 and then credit cash. Kasi nawalan ka ng cash, nagpalabas ka ng cash, so debit. A decrease on your cash. Next, December 22, you paid for your utilities expenses. Ano mga utilities ito? You paid for your telephone. Okay? Please take note ang telephone expenses natin dito. Ginamit ang telephone natin under utilities expense. Okay? Utilities expense ang ating account title. So, utilities expense, debit, 3,400. And then utilities payable, 3,400. Bakit siya utilities payable? Please take note that December 22, highlight or underline the word received. Accrued ito, okay? Accrued. Expense already incurred but not yet paid. Ibig sabihin, may bill ka na expense na, mayroon na expenses pero hindi pa bayad. So that's why we credited it on utilities payable, hindi siya cash. Kasi hindi pa naman sinabi na he paid for the telephone bill. Ang sabi lang received the telephone bill, so hindi pa siya bayad. So utilities payable pa siya. Kung babayaran mo na siya, yun na, utilities payable, debit, credit, cash. Dito, utilities payable. So, magtatanong kayo, bakit may utilities payable? Kasi may utilities payable sa chart of accounts niya. Mayroong utilities payable doon sa account title. So, gamitin natin. December 25, last na lang, second to the last. So, sa December 25, sabi dito, yung December 19, diba? If you remember, nung December 19, nagbigay tayo ng tutorial services worth 52,000. Tapos, hindi pa tayo nababayaran. So, nung December 19, meron tayong accounts receivable. Nung December 25, sabi dito, nakapag-collect tayo ng 12,000 from that accounts receivable. So, if nakapag-collect ka, anong debit mo? Debit cash, 12,000 kasi value received. Anong i-credit mo? Ano ang effect nito? Kasi nakapag-collecta ka sa receivable. If you have a collection, syempre decrease yan sa accounts receivable. Babawasan mo ang accounts receivable mo kasi may natanggap ka na may na-receive ka na. So from 52,000, babawasan mo yan ng 12,000 pesos. That's why accounts receivable dito sa December 19, debit yan ha. So, babawasan mo siya ng 12. So, i-credit mo dito, December 25, 12,000 pesos. And last, again, utilities expense. Dito, nagbayad ka dito ng electricity bill. The word is settled. Ibig sabihin, it was already paid. Now, utilities expense, debit, 10,500. And then credit what? Cash. Please take note, cash na kasi settled na. Ibig sabihin, bayad na siya. So, anong nagpalabas ka ng pera? So, that's why it's a decrease on your cash. So, credit, cash. Okay? Follow. That is our adjusting and, our journal entries for exercise number 3. Follow ba? Naka-follow? Don't worry, you can review it later on. More on, ano lang talaga ito, more on exercise, itong exercise 3 is more on exercises na lang talaga, practical kasi para hindi nyo siya agad makalimutan. So, let's take a 5-minute break, CR break, coffee break, muna kayo kape or ano. Let's resume 2:40, okay? And then we'll proceed to the next steps. I-run through ka lang din ito, then I'll explain better on the financial statements. So, ito. Magkape muna kayo, kuha muna kayo kape. Okay? Or CR break. Okay, let's resume. Again, this is just a rerun of the process. And of course, para mas madali nyo na lang siya maintindihan later on when you go with your review. So again, after your journal entries, what's next? Of course, posting to the general ledger. So I already made here the posting to the general ledger. Gawin nyo na lang mamaya, you run through this review. Kasi diba nung second na exercises, iniisa-isa na natin siya lahat eh. Iniisa-isa na natin step 1, step 2, and explain it para mas madali niyo siya maintindihan. So, posting to the general ledger, pareha nito. Diba, cash, anong gagawin niyo dito? Titingnan niyo ito. Ito titingnan niyo. Titingnan niyo yung inyong journal entries. Ito yung journal entries ninyo. Lahat ng cash transactions dito, like ito, cash, yan. Lahat ng cash yan, lahat ng cash na transactions, ipopost nyo yan sa book of cash. Okay? Ito. So, para isa-summarize nyo, lahat ng debits, lahat ng credits, and then total, then balance. So, and then, may, gawin nyo yan siya for the rest of the accounting type of the accounts or of the or all of the account titles. Okay, we have here prepaid rent, yan, service vehicle, accumulated, etc. So after okay lang kahit wala ng particulars, okay lang. Kahit ganito lang kasi okay lang na ang gawin nyo is parang same doon sa exercise handouts ninyo or same lang sa ganito para lang mas bilis. Actually, ginawa ko lang siya ganito kasi para mas mabilis lang. But again, you can still pwede nyo din siyang sundin yung parang first natin kanina. Though mas ano lang siya, mas mahaba lang siya kasi may mga particulars, pero that's the formal formal way talaga kasi para may list kayo ng particulars kung ano yun na transactions, etc. But you can make this lang. Sa ngayon lang kasi para mas mabilis kayo. Or pag nagre-review kayo, okay na din na yung format doon. Okay. As long as magets nyo lang talaga yung flow. Okay, after diba, ito, na-post nyo na siya, nakuha nyo na yung balances ng each transactions. Ano nga ang next? Trial balance. So, ito trial balance ninyo yan. For example lang ha, I'll go through the trial balance na. Ito, unadjusted trial balance, diba? Debit, tsaka credit. Lahat naman ito, yan. Ito, debit, tsaka credit. Meron dito lahat yan, yan. So, parang ipa-plot nyo na din, ililista nyo lang yan lahat ng balances for cash, accounts receivable, prepaid supplies. Saan galing tong amounts na ito? Saan po galing ito? Dito yun galing sa posting. Yan, ito. Itong posting to general ledger, dito yan sila galing lahat. Sa-summarize nyo siya into trial balance para makita nyo yung debits tsaka yung credits. Okay? So, that is your unadjusted trial balance. So, hindi nyo kailangang i-copy ito ngayon ha. Okay lang. Hindi nyo kailangan kasi ibibigay ko naman tong answer sheet. I just want you to follow para mamaya pag run through ninyo ulit, mas magets na ninyo. Parang application kasi ito parang self application nyo na itong exercise number 3. But syempre, i-run through kung mabilisan lang. I-run through ko sa inyo kasi para mas maintindihan nyo kung paano siya. Pero I think naman nakuha naman ninyo yung sa exercise number 2 kasi isa-isa naman yun sa PowerPoint. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Yan. Okay? Ano nga ang next natin? Sa after natin ng trial balance, your adjustment. Okay? Okay, your adjustment ang next natin. Saka lang. I-run through ko lang to ha. Sa adjustments natin, i-explain ko lang din sa inyo kung paano natin yung nakuha. Okay? Adjustment natin dito, adjusting entries tayo. Yan. Diba, sabi dito, si Prestige, kumuha ng 1-year rent. Diba, kumuha tayo ng 1-year rent in advance, that is 60,000. 60,000 ba yun? Yes, that is 60,000. Rent, 60,000 for 1 year. For 1 year. Tapos, sabi dito, a portion of the asset expires and becomes an expense day by day. So by December 30, 1 month of the asset had expired and should be treated as an expense. Diba? Kasi itong exercise number 3, for 1 month lang ito eh. December 1 lahat to na transaction. Tapos end of the period na, assuming lang ha. So, December. So, 1 month ng 1 year ang na-expired na. So, how do you solve for that? So, unahin muna natin. Pwede na 60,000 times 1 month over 12. So, magkano na ang nagamit mo? Or pwede din na 60,000 divided by 12. So, that's 5,000 times 1 month or pwede din 1 over 12. Kasi 1 month pa lang naman ang nagamit mo out of the 12 months. So, ibig sabihin, 5,000 na yung ating gamit. So, that's expense. So, record mo yan, rent expense, of course, you record expenses already incurred, that is 5,000. And then yung prepaid rent mo, di ba, 60,000 siya originally, di ba, 60,000. As of December 30, 1 month na yung nagamit doon sa 60,000. So, ibig sabihin, bawasan mo siya ng 5,000. So, kaya, prepaid rent, bawasan mo, decrease ang asset. So, i-credit mo 5,000 para mag-reflect yung deduction na 5,000 pesos. Second, is that si Prestige, diba bumili ng supplies noon. Bumili siya ng supplies na I think that was 18,000. Yes, 18,000 pesos. Yung 18,000 pesos na yun, at the end of the December yun siya binili, for the month of December, at the end of December 30, sabi dito, nagamit mo na, sorry. Ang sabi dito, as of December 30, beginning mo is 18,000. Sorry. Beginning mo 18,000. Magkano used mo? Ang on hand mo na lang daw, sabi dito is 15,000 are still on hand by December 30. So, ibig sabihin, magkano ang used? 3,000 pesos. So, that's why you record supplies expense, 30,000, and then credit prepaid supplies, 3,000 pesos. So, prepaid supplies, bawasan nyo siya. So, from 18, dapat minusan mo ng 3. Kaya siya credit 3,000 para mag-reflect ang true amount na 15,000 na lang. Next. Ito. Prestige estimated. Ito. Sabi dito, solving ito, this is straight line method. We use straight line method in this problem. Prestige estimated that the service vehicle was bought in December 4 and will last for 7 years. And with a salvage value of 84,000, Prestige uses the straight line method of depreciation. Wait lang, magkano nga ang ating wait lang ha, cost, ano nga ito? SV, service vehicle. Cost of the service vehicle is value. Lagay ko muna para mas maano na yun, less. Ayan pa yan. Okay. Oh, wait lang ha. How much was the service? 420. Okay. So the cost of this service vehicle is actually 420,000. Your salvage value is how much? 84,000 daw. What do you mean by salvage value? Okay, sabi dito, the service vehicle is worth 420,000. May useful life siya na how much? 7 years. So, salvage value, ibig sabihin yan, after the useful life of 7 years, if you sold this service vehicle in the market, the salvage value would be at 84,000 after 7 years, after its useful life. Parang yun yung kanyang salvage value pag ibebenta mo siya. Now, ito, cost of the service vehicle less less 84,000 is how much? 420 minus 84 is 336,000. So that is your depreciable amount. Now divided by 7 years, that's the useful life. So how much is your depreciable value? How much is, sorry, the annual depreciation? The annual depreciation is 336 divided by 7. The annual depreciation is 48,000 annually. Now, kasi 1 month lang naman tayo ang nahanap natin monthly eh. So, annually yan. So, divide mo siya by 12. How much a monthly? Divided by? Ay, wait lang ha. Tama ba 7 years? Check ko mo. For 7 years and then useful life 84, correct? So, divided by useful life, 7 years divided by 48. So, we have 4,000 monthly. Gets? Sundan ba? So, that is your straight line method. Ibig sabihin ng straight line method, pag ganito, kunyari nagpa-appreciate kayo ng ano nyo, or yung parang pina-estimate niyo yung property niyo or yung equipment niyo, then sabihin nila na ang salvage value nito after 7 years, ganito, 84,000 yan. So, straight line method ito. But again, sabi ko nga kanina, there are other ways on how to solve depreciation. Minsan ang ibibigay sa inyo percentage per year, like every year nagda-depreciate siya ng 15%, 10%, yan, ganyan. But ito, straight line method ito. So that's why depreciation expense, SV, service vehicle, credit to accumulated depreciation, SV, 4,000 pesos. Now, how about, how about here? So dito naman, tayo sa depreciation ng office equipment. Again, that's very simple lang kasi ang sabi dito, yung office equipment is actually worth 60,000. OE, lagay ko na lang, office equipment is 60,000. May useful life siya na 5 years. So, divided by 5 years. Divided by 5 years, how much is ang annual niya na ang annual depreciation niya is 12,000. Bakit diretso divided by 5 years? Because hindi naman siya nagbigay ng salvage value. Ibig sabihin yan, at the end of the 5th year, ano na siya, totally depreciated, wala na siyang value. Parang ganon. That's yun yung meaning pag wala nang binigay na salvage value sa pag straight line method ang gamitan ninyo. So divided by 12 siya annual. So again, magkano ang monthly? 1,000. Sorry. 1,000 monthly. So ganyan. So depreciation again. I'm sorry. So depreciation again. Debit depreciation, expenses, OE, credit, accumulated depreciation, 1,000. Okay? Now, another one. You have your unearned tutorial revenue. Ito, I am explaining this kanina, diba, sa journal entries na ang concept ng unearned tutorial revenue is that you already received the payment for the services, but however, you haven't rendered the services yet. Ikaw yung nabayaran na, pero hindi mo pa nabigay yung services. So that is a liability on your part, on our part, because may utang tayo na services. So, ito, last na adjustment is that, sabi dito, Prestige received 20,000 advance fees for tutorial. By December 30, the amount of 4,000 worth of services have been realized. Ibig sabihin, nakapagbigay tayo ng services na worth 4,000 pesos. So, ibig sabihin doon, yung 4,000 worth ng services is already earned. Kaya tayo magre-record na ng tutorial revenue. Babawas. So, from the 20,000 na advance sa atin, 4,000 doon, nakapagbigay na tayo ng services. So, that's why an earned tutorial revenue natin, diba, recorded originally as credit. Babawasan mo yung 20,000 ng 4,000. Yung 20,000, babawasan mo ng 4,000. So, debit mo yung unearned tutorial revenue and then credit what? Credit tutorial revenue kasi earned na siya. So, magre-record na tayo ng revenue. So, credit 4,000 na revenue. And so, that is your adjustment or adjusting entries. Don't worry, isasend ko lang ito sa inyo mamaya. I-clear ko muna yung na-draw ko. Then, next one is, after ninyo na magawa yung adjustments, review nyo lang ito later ha. After ninyo magawa yung adjustments, what's next? Ipopost nyo siya, again, doon sa ating, where was that? Ito. Ipopost nyo siya, ano naman, dito sa ating, ito, yan, okay. So, here, adjustments, ipopost nyo dyan. So, 3, yung lahat ng adjustment, yung adjusting entries, ipopost nyo. After that, ano nga, sabi ko, you make your adjusted trial balance. Okay? Yung adjusted trial balance, galing lang yan dyan. For example, cash. Meron bang adjustment for cash? No. So, copy as is. Ito din, accounts receivable, wala. So, copy nyo lang din as is. Then, prepaid supplies, 18. Meron siyang credit na adjustment. So, 18 debit, credit 3, minus yan. So, 18 minus 3, 15. Ito din, 60 debit, 5,000 credit. So, 55 na lang. Ang iba as is. So, copy nyo lang yan. Ito, merong adjustment 4. Ito, debit, copy lang. Ito, adjustment, merong 1,000. So, 1,000. Then, as is yung iba, wala. Ito, meron. Unearned tutorial revenue. Ito yung 20,000 advance fees. Nakapag-render na tayo ng 4,000. So, kaya minus yan. 20 minus 4, 16. Okay? Then, 150, copy lang din yan. So, the rest copy. Yung lahat ng adjustments, ito, i-reflect nyo dito. Okay? Please take note of that. And then, after that, it's very simple. You can make your income statement and balance sheet. Ano yan? Ito. Ano nga sabi ko kanina? Let's review. Ano nga ang dapat makita sa income statement? Expenses and what? Revenue or income account. So, ito. Ito. Ay, sorry. 360. This is revenue. Also, this is expenses. Yan. So, the total of your expenses is 26,900. The total of your revenue is 416. How much is your profit? 389,100. Let's check if tama dito sa balance sheet. Sa balance sheet naman, anong dapat makita? Assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. So, ito assets. Assets, ito what? Liabilities. We also have owner's equity. And 14. Please take note, napapansin ninyo, meron tayo ditong, oh my God. Please, wala ito ha. Ay, ano ba to? Income summary. So, no. Wala ito. Hindi ito kasali dito. I'll just delete it later. So, ayan. You have here the same total, 389,100. So, yun yung total ng typo pa ako ata dito. Kasi hindi siya, wait lang ha, sandali. May typo error pa ako dito. I think so. Okay, wait lang ha. Kasi 38836 ang nalagay ko dito. Dali lang. Check ko muna. How much is that? 4 plus 1 plus 2, 10 plus 53 plus 3.4 plus 16 plus 150. 47 minus 826. 500. 826. Sorry. It's actually 826, hindi 836 na nagkamali ako nalagay dito sa baba. I'll just edit it later before I'll send it. Okay. So that is your income statement in your balance sheet. But of course, hindi naman ito yung yung pinapasa nyo na income statement tsaka balance sheet. Of course, you have to make it presentable and formal. So, yan. After nito, you make your FS. Okay. This is an example of your FS. First muna gawin nyo, so you solve for what? Solve for the capital account. The statement of changes in equity. Okay, ito na. The statement of changes in equity as of December 31. Ano bang beginning capital natin? Di ba 150 lang naman? How much is your additional investment? 0. Kasi wala naman tayong additional investment. Profit natin na how much? How much nga yung na-solve natin? 381,100. So, add nyo dyan. Total, 539,100. How much is your withdrawal? How much nga yung withdrawal dito? Ito, 14. Yan. So, less 14,000. Your capital ending December 31 is 525,100. Okay? That is your new capital account. So, from 150 na original investment mo, at the end of December 30, naging 525 na siya. Okay? Next, your income statements. As what I said earlier, there are 2 lang na dapat niyo remember when you're making your income statement. Parang same lang din talaga siya, no? You just, yung ginawa nyo lang siyang formal, just please take note lang ito sa mga ano ha, yung indention, kasi na-move ata siya pag PDF. So, ayan. So, we have consulting revenue, 316, 56, yan, 416. This is just basically kung ano yung nasa worksheet. Parang tinransfer nyo lang siya sa malinis na papel or sa different paper. Yan, consulting revenue, tutorial revenue, 56. So, the total is 416. Expenses nyo naman, ito, ilista nyo lang din. Your total is 26,900. So the total profit is 381,900. So please take note, itong 381 is also the same dito sa 381 na nasolve nyo sa worksheet. Okay? Okay? How about your balance sheet? This is very simple lang. Ano nga ang dapat tandaan when you're making balance sheet? Anong 3 categories? Assets, assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. What is your assets? What are your assets, brothers? Cash, accounts receivable, prepaid supplies, prepaid rent, service vehicle, you have your office equipment. Yan. Total is 807,500. How much is your liabilities? Notes payable, accounts payable, utilities payable, unearned tutorial revenues. Then prestige capital, please take note of the capital account. Hindi na po siya 150 ha. Dito, hindi na siya 150 dito. Ang ginawa natin, ang ginamit natin, ito na. Yung 525,100. But okay lang din ang gamitin nyo yung balance sheet na nandito sa worksheet. Yung may withdrawals pa, okay lang din. Pero mas okay na din ito kasi nandito na sa 525,100 kasi yung profit, okay? So that is actually your balance sheet account.
Pangit mo naman.
Okay, last one is your statement of cash flow. Okay, I just want to explain this one lang. Yung statement of cash flow ninyo, di ba? There are 3 categories. Operating activities, investing activities, and then financing activities. Now, what are activities under operations in relation to these exercises ha? Sa cash inflow natin, meron tayong revenue na pumasok. So that is operation kasi within the normal course of the business. Revenue, 360,000. Inflow to ha, pumasok na pera. Advance collection natin, 20,000. Collection of receivables, that's 12. So yan, total, 392. We also have cash outflows, pera na lumabas. So prepaid rent payment, 60. Payment of payable, 10,000. Withdrawal, 14. Your expenses that was paid, 10,500. So the total cash flow from operating activities is net 297,500. Okay? What about investing activities? Please review it later na lang ha while you go through the journal entries. Cash inflows, initial investment, investing, ibig sabihin investment. So we have initial investment of 150,000. Cash outflow, anong pera na lumabas for investment? You invested on service vehicle for 20. You also invested for office equipment, 15,000. Example of that. Okay, please take note, bakit 15,000 lang? Bakit 15,000 lang ang nakalagay dito? Kasi outflow, 15,000 pa lang naman yung nabayaran mo sa office equipment na cash. Kasi di ba yung 45,000 utang pa naman yun. So kung binayaran mo na yung 45,000 yun, pwede mo na siya i-add dito as outflow. Doon. As outflow. Please take note lang nito. Makita nyo naman yan mamaya pag nag-review kayo. I'm just going through the specifics lang on the statement of cash flow. And then, also financing activities. Ano ba yung sa finance? Utang, finance, lending, yan. So, cash inflow. Meron tayo dito, loan proceeds. Pumasok na pera from financing activity. That's 210,000. So, the total cash flow from financing is 210,000. Eto, please take note yung cash flow from investment, negative 285. So, kasi mas madami yung pinalabas na pera kaysa sa pumasok na investment. Okay? Total natin to, 297,500 plus negative 285 plus 210,000 is equal to, magkano total cash balance mo? 222,500. How to check if this correct? Tandaan muna natin tong value, 222,500. Let's go to your worksheet. So worksheet na lang para mas makita ninyo. How much is the cash balance here? Ito. 222,500. So, yan. So that's equal. So kumbaga, yung cash flow ninyo, pinapakita lang na itong 222,500, saan to galing? Okay? Saan galing yung 222,500? So, yung 22,500 mo, dito siya nanggaling sa statement of your cash flow. Dito siya galing. Galing siya sa operating. Ito, 297,500. Galing sa investment, negative 285. Galing sa financing activities, we have 210. A total of 222,500. So that